Guess I have to unmute. Sorry about that. Good evening. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Wow. Just got off of Liberty Warrior. That was a pretty amazing show. A lot of people with family that contributed. Hi, Gigi and Dorinda. I wanted to read y'all a scripture I was reading today. I know this isn't the normal, but I think we're at a time that we all need to come together as one. And I know that we have all been brought together for a reason, and I believe that God has done that. And this is Jeremiah 29:13. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart, and I will be found of you, saith the Lord. And I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith the Lord. And I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. I just thought that kind of fit these times and decided to read it. Thought the link was in there. There y'all are. Can you see it? I'm not showing tonight. Feeling a little kind of under the weather, but I'm here. It's all good. None of us are free of sin, Gigi.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hi, Dorinda. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you? You said you were feeling meh.
Yes.
Sending love so you feel better, sweetheart.
Thank you. Gigi, I bet you are stiff. Taking that slide on the ice that you weren't wanting to. Bless her heart. That's not the way you play on the ice.
So true, Gigi. Never throw stones.
Yes. Well, no stone thrown here. We'd be nice. I don't know. I do see, oh well, all the channels I went on today, I was like, pray for each other. I think all the channels are being attacked in some way or another, and but we have got to stay together. That was the purpose of this. We have to stay together. And yeah, some people aren't welcome on some of them, and that's okay. It's theirs. They can do what they want in.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is welcome here, and I take all views and opinions, and we can discuss it. Hopefully, I haven't done anything for anyone to have issues with me, but if I have, let's talk.
Some people, it's their issue, not yours.
Well, and sometimes maybe it's something you're blind to or you don't even realize. Those are so pretty.
These are what we made on my show tonight.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. There, I'm trying to get him in the middle. Yeah. We had fun. We're going to do another night to do some more.
That's great.
Because, we only got through 2 and I had like 8.
See, you're doing so good. I have done nothing Christmassy.
I got my tree decorated.
Haven't done that.
Did I show you my tree?
No, you didn't.
Well.
I did a video with the lights, and that's about all I did. Okay, why isn't it letting me? Hang on. Oh, there it is. Oh, pretty. Look at all those lights. Goodness. I bet you don't even need the light on.
No, don't really. There's, I heard somewhere, my family hates me for it, that for every foot of tree, there's supposed to be 100 lights on it.
Oh my goodness.
So I have, let's see, how many lights are on there? Probably 400 white lights in the inside of the tree, and probably 6 or 7 700 lights on the colored part of the tree, the other part of the tree.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
And I didn't use them all because it's only 2/3 of my tree because they put it together wrong.
So is it a midget tree?
Well, kind of, yeah, because the bottom half of the tree's missing. And that's, what adds the height.
Or that could be where the presents go and no one will notice.
Yeah. But, it was easier for me to decorate because it was a smaller tree. So I went with white ornaments and snow ornaments. Any ornament that had snow on it, I put it on the tree. Snowmen, icicles, and snowflakes.
Hi, Camel Carl.
Hello, Camel Carl. How are you tonight?
You should listen. Yes.
Come on up, Camel. Come on up, Gigi.
Camo, that was really great pictures you were showing. Yeah, you can come up and talk anytime, for sure. He knows. He knows it all.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wish he lived closer. I'm going to drop it again. Yeah. So I saw a lot of talk about.
Awesome. I like that. Who did they beat? Gigi? I like the Leafs. Woohoo!
Okay, you Canadians in your sports.
Hockey, hockey, hockey.
Hockey.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Your internet service. I was gonna say no service is sucking. What do you what? But
Who did they beat, Gigi?
she's not sure. Colorado.
Not sure. Colorado? Okay.
Kind of interesting though that they said that knew ahead of time, like pre-planned something. I was seeing a lot of it in chat saying those things. I don't know
About what?
about Pearl Harbor.
Oof, who knows?
Yeah,
I can't understand how that happened anyway, but back then, they don't have the technology that we have now either. Or they didn't
right,
have the technology. So it could have, I guess.
right. And are the maybe the intelligence? I don't know.
Yeah.
Not saying that they were dumb back then. I'm
No.
talking about the upper people who make those decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that the whole country. Um, People don't realize when you're in a war, the whole country has a job to do,
Mm-hmm.
even the ones at home. It was an all out. Everyone had their duties.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Susie.
Hey, Suze, how are you?
No, there is a Colorado and there is a Columbus. Apparently, they let Pearl happen to get us in the war. That's not too hard to buy. No, it's not. It really isn't.
Exactly. And I don't understand how money is made during a war. Because I keep hearing that it's so expensive to go to war. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there is lots of money made during war times, but you know,
She looked it up. It was Columbus. Give everyone a job.
hmm
Yes.
the men go away, so the women have to work.
Yeah. And even if you're bedridden, I mean, there's still things you can do.
Yeah.
Um, I know because I think about that now. Even what can I contribute? I can talk to a channel, have a voice.
Well, probably. I don't know. I didn't watch Riddles today, so.
Yeah. I saw a minute of it. Had a lot going on today. I had appointments and
Hope everything's okay.
yes. I didn't go to my doctor appointment. I didn't go to the doctor because I wasn't feeling good. Does that make sense?
Actually, it does.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's just a checkup. It's not, it wasn't an I'm sick, I need the doctor. And when they take all your stuff, you want to feel good when they do all that.
Yeah. Oh, what happened with Monty?
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. I don't know what happened, but he just got really upset and said he was done and got off. And I don't know what caused that,
Oh,
but just keep him in your prayers. I
yeah.
don't know.
Oh, arguing over there were they. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I understand. I read it and my brain said something else.
Oh,
Well, hopefully he comes up tonight to see you.
see, I didn't know there was arguing. I didn't know anything. I mean, I just got on there, saw that, and then um, yes, there's so much judgment, and I don't know why. It's it's like, okay, everybody be a ball. Nobody sees you. They just hear your voice. What's there to judge?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess you can say things that somebody might judge.
I
um,
know. I have a sense of mouth that can go off on its own.
yeah, I guess we can. And and okay, that we're all different people,
That's
so we're
right.
going to have different views and different opinions and different beliefs, even
Mhm,
everything. Um,
mhm.
hopefully, that's what makes this world interesting. Different problems. I saw that camo and that kind of worries me. World is on alert.
I have to go to the washroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, hon. See, Gigi, just leave me talking to myself.
Sorry, I have to pee.
Well, I know it's okay. Announce it to the world. Yeah, real no, Suze. My baby's over there rolling around talking. Bella, what are you doing? Yep. So, what do y'all want to talk about? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, saw that again too. So, if we put all of this together, Camo, are we in trouble? I forgot to turn my phone off. I will do that. Not off, just the volume.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Did are you talking about the Pope? Just got back from.
You had an itch? Oh, okay.
Oh, you see it as good news? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I trust you. Oh
I'm
man.
back.
Did I tell you I went and ordered the building yesterday
You
for
went to what?
we went and ordered the building yesterday for out of
Oh,
the
nice.
yeah. So it takes about 8 weeks for them to build it and then it'll be put out there and then we gotta go to work.
Yep.
Because it's just the shell.
Yeah.
Well, honey, Gigi, uh, some things like that do affect us directly. You just don't realize how yet. I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't know what good it would do me. I tell the girls, okay, I can't run. Y'all gotta run. Just leave me. Leave me with my little box and we're okay.
Oh, Suze, you're in deep shit if you do that. Nobody in I mean, the people of Canada will help you, but the government will not. They won't even help us.
I don't even know if they'd let us in. And that's what I was wondering. How do they keep people out? There's no, how do they keep people out? Is there only one way in and one way out?
Well,
Like by
there's
ground?
border crossings.
Oh, okay. And so there is a wall,
Well, no, there's just like certain places have border crossings.
like all the highways.
Well, some of them, yeah.
Oh, not all.
Uh, no,
So it's doable.
yeah, but
Ah,
there's one spot. I don't know where they're coming from in the States, but they're coming up in through Quebec, and it is not a border crossing place.
oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you go into that way, you're doing it illegally, like they are here.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as far as I know, they weren't letting Americans cross the border and whatever. And up until March of this year, they were still letting the illegals through.
Just run through the bush.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If there's no wall or anything, there's ways.
There's some spots between Canada and the United States where there isn't a crossing, and it's just, like not even a road. They just walk through
Yeah.
in certain places, I'm sure.
Well, and that's the way it is here. If
Yeah.
uh, if you're ranted and fenced, you're most likely going to have traffic through there. Or um, if the fence goes to the river, well, then there's a shallow edge of the river, and they just kind of walk around the fence, the edge of the fence,
Wow.
because the fences don't run through the river,
No.
because that would cause a big old mess. But
That
yeah, the thought of going north it hasn't really crossed my mind because it is so daggone cold.
Especially in the winter. In the summer, it's
Yeah.
not it's not cold,
True.
but in the winter it's cold.
Yeah. But do y'all even have air conditioning?
Yes,
Oh, you do. Oh,
yes.
okay.
And like we said, we don't use it in the winter ever.
Okay, I got that, Gigi. Toronto. Um.
Well, if she comes up through Michigan and she comes up through Sioux, Michigan, she'll be hit me first.
Oh, I
Then
thought you were further
you.
north than Gigi.
I am. But the her to get to her, it's the other part of Michigan, I guess we'll say. Mine
Oh,
is at the top of Michigan. There's a Sioux, Michigan, and
oh,
a
okay.
St. Marie, Ontario, and well, especially with those hot flashes, Gigi.
And that's what's so weird. My brother is in California, and he does not have air conditioning at all.
Oh wow, doesn't it get hot there?
At times, I
Well,
know
maybe
he's
they got.
complained about the heat.
Well, then he's just not putting out the money for the air conditioner. He's just cheap.
Oh, he's off solar now.
Well, that's just dumb, but okay. Sorry,
Yes.
I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. That's a personal
Okay,
thing.
stop. Oh, what just happened? Oh, thank you. It made it bigger. Okay. Okay, y'all are talking Michigan. Oh, now I see. I'm looking at a United States map because my geography hasn't been used in a while.
That.
I mean, I knew the Great Lakes were up there, but I did not
Mm-hmm.
realize that they met with Canada. For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought there was something else above the Great Lakes.
No, we're
And
uh we're right by Lake Superior, so the top of Michigan.
yeah,
That's where we are. And Bonnie is in. Sorry, Bonnie. Fuck. Gigi's in Southern Ontario, which is near Detroit.
okay.
Sorry. So if you
So,
cross at Detroit, then you'd go to her. If you crossed in Michigan, if you came up the I-75 straight up the I-75, you'd hit Michigan.
okay.
And I know that for a fact because when I worked for the call center for the roadside assistance in the United States, um, people would say, well, I'm on I-95. Okay, what state are you in? I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Shane. Hello, Shane.
Hello, Shane. Come on up here, Shane.
Long time no see. I'll put the link. We'll see if we get to see his handsome face, but
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
you know how he is.
Oh, he likes his face seen. And he shows that waterfall behind him. Looks so pretty.
I know.
He looks so relaxed in front of the waterfall.
Yeah, I almost put in chat that Shane should be having a birthday week off. So when I was looking at it, okay, Michigan, and then that, no, wait, not Michigan, Wisconsin. That little part of Michigan that's up on top of Wisconsin.
Okay,
Um,
let me pull up a map because I don't have a clue.
my stepfather's from Wisconsin, and so he has a lot of family there. But I also know somebody that lives on that little thing. It's a little part of Michigan, the state. There he is. My goodness. Hi, Shane.
How are y'all?
Just peachy.
Peachy, huh? Okay.
Oh, come
Sort
on.
of.
I wasn't going to stay long. I just thought I'd pop in, say hi. Like I said, I
Okay.
do a lot of watching y'all, but I just don't. I usually watch you on one screen and have two others going doing other things. So,
Hello,
Uh,
Mr. Shane.
how's
How are you
Miranda?
feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. Okay, I have a stupid
Last week,
question for you.
I got a
Um,
stupid
I
answer.
know, um, I know Bonnie gave me your email. Okay, I haven't emailed you yet, but she gave it to me. But why are you not on Liberty's email anymore?
We had a lot of that crap changed. It all goes through a central server now. So I don't know why they took me off of that. Uh, don't know, didn't care, didn't ask. We had a meeting about it, and I was going to ask about it, and that meeting went kind of sideways. So I was ready to get the hell off there, so I didn't even bring it up.
oh no. Probably
Okay, no,
because
I just wondered because it was like I went to email you about the picture again, and I'm like, he's not there. So I said to Bonnie, I said, "Here's my email. Can you give it to Shane?"
Well, that email that's on there was one of their email, and it sent it over to my email. They changed all that crap again, so which is fine with me. I mean, I'm not getting emails all night. Some people text me all night long or in the middle of the night, but
That's crazy.
I'm not going to say any names, but wakes me up in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is.
oh no. You're a light sleeper, huh?
Well, I sleep with the phone right beside me in case of emergencies.
Oh,
It's right here on the bed, right next to me.
Oops.
hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hi, John John. He was up last night telling
Yeah,
us about the Cajun cooking and showing us the spices.
I watched. I know.
Oh, that's right.
but you didn't
Yep.
even say hello.
Nope. I had I had shit I was doing last night, but I was listening. So
And that's what I was going to say about the email. They've got you so overloaded. It's good they took your email down over there.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not going to complain.
well, that's why I'm like, okay, I'll wait a while until he calms down.
So you still going on vacation?
Who, me?
Yes.
Hell, who knows?
Little mini one? I haven't heard it mentioned on the show again.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I've got a couple places I'm planning on going, so I want to go down and see probably Mary down at Mexico. Uh, I'm thinking about April. I'll go down there.
Uh, no, I meant this weekend.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
With everything I got going on, it may not happen.
Yeah.
Gigi, I'm home. Come to Canada. Yeah, no, I'm going south. I don't like the cold.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
going to Canada. It better be in the middle of June, July, and August.
yes.
Yeah, that's when if you're from the South, that's when you come.
Yep.
My brother-in-law, who was born in East India, emigrated to Canada when he was in his early teens, I guess, or I don't know when, but whatever. And he's my age, okay? Um, he still, when he comes to Sault Ste. Marie in the summertime, when it's, 90, 100 fucking degrees here and we're all dying of heat. He still has long johns on.
Yep. Well, when it's 120 degrees where they're from during the day and they wear long sleeve shirts and stuff to protect their skin, yeah, it's a little different.
Yep. But us people that have been
but he's
here
been
all
in
our
Canada
lives.
for over 40 years.
Oh. Well,
You would think he would adjust.
You know, John, I thought about going down with Mike when he goes over to Louisiana in that area. Go see John E. And I'm sure we'll see Craig the Hunter.
yes.
And if Jeff Riddle is over in Florida, he may swing over. We can all get together and have a big old pig roast or something. I'd say we'd drink some beer, but hell, I ain't drank beer in over 2 months now.
Proud of
Can't
you.
get away from my cigarettes yet, but
Yeah, me neither.
yep.
But you're doing better.
As far as I know, I haven't been to the doctor to tell me different yet either.
But you're feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling lots better.
Good.
Well, John
Still can't get the pressure to regulate. It's still all over the place. I'm probably going to have to change some. Probably need to go back to my natural ways and
Yes. You know
bring
what?
it out naturally, because these pills ain't working.
This doctor was telling me about that. A grapefruit every day. And he said that's why they say not to eat grapefruit when you're on them, because it'll make it drop even lower.
Right.
And I was like, that's all it takes is a grapefruit a day?
Yeah, cayenne peppers. There's lots of things you can eat that'll bring down your blood pressure.
Yep.
So
John tempting you with a crawfish boil.
I see that, and then Camo Carl's going, crawdads are way bigger down there. I don't know if it anywhere near a saltwater inlet. I sure like some prawns. You know what those are, don't you, Bonnie?
Prawns?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
Well, you know, a shrimp's about the size of your pinky, and a prawn's about, I don't know,
Oh,
that big
okay.
around and
Yes, we
3
call them
times as big.
crawdads. Crawdads.
Well, these are just great big shrimp. That's all they are. They're huge. That's what you wrap bacon around, and bacon. I always drop them in a deep fryer because the bacon gets done really quick, but it really don't shrivel up your shrimp too fast.
Yep.
So
I used to eat shrimp. Oh, I missed that. My shrimp was like your beer.
yep, yeah, I like my
Huge
shrimp.
Yep. My ex-husband, his family has a shrimp farm down in Palacios.
Yep.
Never got to visit that.
I used to make them have. I used to have restaurants. You know, you can get those shrimp cocktails.
Okay.
And I always made them. They always like to chill them. I don't like them chilled. I like them at least room temperature. But I'd always tell them to make it like a Bloody Mary, spicy as hell. And
Yes.
boy, I like that. I can eat that all day long.
Yep. I just keep rubbing it in.
Oh yeah. Well, you're down there south where you can probably get some pretty good fish. You're a lot closer to the ocean than I am. You're down there towards the Gulf.
Yeah. Just not shrimp. Well, like, I'm allergic to seafood now.
That would suck.
It does. After I had my youngest daughter, I had a really bad reaction in the hospital, and he was like, Okay, that's it. Because I always broke out with a rash, and I was like, well, I still feel okay, so I'm still going to eat it. But it caught up with me.
I'm like that with chocolate. I eat chocolate, I get stoned off the chocolate, so I'm a really, really cheap date. And then I break out in hives.
That's a scary thought. Dorinda's stoned. Hmm.
Almost scare you. Hmm.
You made Gigi laugh.
Wow, I didn't know that, Camel Carl.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't either.
Yeah. It's amazing what you can learn when you read and you listen. Me and Mike talked about that this evening.
Yes.
You know, I enjoyed the conversation today, but I just didn't know that much about it. So, wasn't that it was boring for me? It's just, it's hard to get into the conversation when you don't know that much about it.
I understand. And Mike was trying to put you on the spot there a little bit.
Yeah, but that's fine. He does that on purpose.
I know.
Usually, usually I can. We're pretty prolific. We can pretty much talk about anything and have a good conversation. But that was just pretty much out of my league. I had a lot of things I'd heard about it, but didn't know for sure. So I wasn't going to spit out a bunch of horse shit and have everybody call me stupid in the chat. So it's easier for me to keep my mouth shut.
I have never heard anybody in chat call you stupid, Shane.
Well, I don't want it to be a first. I don't know. There was this one guy on there tonight who thought me and Mike were pretty dumb. So he got deleted permanently.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Yeah, there's somebody on Facebook chiming in.
Oh.
It only shows up in our chat on the screen. We can see all the chats, Facebook, Twitch. We can see them all on our screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when you're on the panel, you can see them. Because it'll show up right down the edge of our black screen. And
Yeah.
it'll show all the channels we're tied to.
Oh, wow.
So,
And it never fails. When he puts up several channels, I just click on the top one. And it's always the wrong one.
just remember which one we're on every night. That's the one you look for.
But
That's
it,
That's just the nation one, right?
yes, but it doesn't say it when it says going live. Well, on my phone, it doesn't say which one it is. It's easier for me to be a mod on my phone than on the computer. I don't know why.
Well, Camo, I'm going to tell you something. Everything I said was 100% true, so that shouldn't make you feel good. Hell, I'm just no dummy, so I enjoy listening to you.
Camel Carl is a smart man.
Yes,
Yeah, I hear him all the time when he's over here, or I think on GG's, or just anywhere he's at. I listen. I don't always chime in, but I listen. Mike had him send that poem or whatever he was reading over to him. I was there. I was listening. I just didn't chime in. Mike can't figure out how I can catch all these channels and catch all this stuff because I'll go through 3 of them and I kind of hit and miss what they're saying. So I know where the conversation's leading. So then I can just jump on them and listen to the part I want to hear. And I just turn off the sound.
So. Yeah. But you can lift heavy things.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to come visit in about 2 months.
So Gigi's asking you a question. Are you going to be on Gigi's page on Thursday? It's her birthday party thing.
With a big please.
Yeah, I could probably show up over there. It's ladies' night, so I could probably show up over there because I won't have to do a lot of research for that day.
You have to go on earlier, Gigi.
Yeah, because we'll all be fucking sitting here going, oh my God, come on, let's go. Because, you know, we ain't going to be watching Liberty on Thursdays. And every freaking week, I forget it's Thursday. And I click on, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
We don't crash channels.
I listen to it just usually because at that time that's about the only thing on, and I support Liberty Warrior, and that she's part of it now. But I listen. Sometimes it's enjoyable. Just depends if she gets some good guests on there, and
It's her annoying voice.
if I can hear other people talk, I'm usually pretty good.
I kind of now get offended by her voice.
If it goes too long, I do.
You're not the only one to say that.
When she was on Gigi's, I was fine with her voice.
Well, I'll tell you, she's not a dummy. So, you know, she's intelligent as hell. But sometimes she just goes on a little long. She needs to let. But, you know, you'd think Mike and her, brother and sister, they both are the same way. And I'll say the same thing to Mike. They both can get on a roll, and it's like, don't y'all ever shut the hell up? And I give Mike shit all the time, but you know, I don't do it mean, and I don't mean it bad either. I mean, there's times I can go off pretty good, but
well, and that's why it's hard for me to do the lives, because I run out of things to talk about unless somebody else is talking to me. I'm just kind of like,
That's why I don't have my own channel, for one, is because I'm very good at filling in the holes, but I'm not one to, like Mike or any of them, to bring up the whole conversation and just talk about it the whole time. You know, I'm not a
Gigi.
I'm not a But if I have somebody to bounce stuff off of, I can have a conversation for days.
I'm joking, Gigi. We love you. Did you see the intro? Well, I'm sure you did. I played it 50 times last night. I promised her, okay, one time now from now on.
Hey, you can play it again. It was great.
No, I don't need to play it again. I know Shane saw it.
I'll be back.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw it. Like I said, sometimes I get over here late because we're running late, and then Mike has to call me, and I'll click on it, but I'll see it, but I won't register in my brain what's going on. So I'm talking to Mike. So
yeah. Camo, you never have that issue. Are you a talker? Yeah, that's why it was good to have John and them up here last night.
Well, it sucked. Camo was up on ours, and we was trying to hear what he's saying, and man, he got to cutting in and out.
That's what he said. If he came up.
Yeah, because we was enjoying hearing what he said. Because me and Mike talked about that. It's like that just sucks. That but I mean, that's part of living out in the boonies, I guess. You got to pick your poisons and pick your pleasures.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about when I get to my mom's. I don't know how good it'll be out there, but we'll see.
Put you a booster up there, about $60.
Oh, is that what does it? A booster?
Okay. Yeah, I got a little booster. I just plug in and I have it hooked to my Wi-Fi, and I boost it. They say, "Oh, you don't need that if you're in the same room as your router." And I'm going, "That's all right." I did, and I tell you what, I usually don't have any problems. Now I got my router next door in my other apartment. I just use my booster over here in this one, in this townhouse here. So I don't have any problems. Every once in a while, I did today. I guess when I got on mics, I had a little bit of problem, but it usually goes away pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you rebooted, it seemed okay.
Camo, don't even think twice about it. We never had a cat fight. We had a discussion. Trust me, I hold no grudges against hardly anybody. You really got to piss me off to. I mean, you got to make me so mad. I either leave the room or fists are flying. So if that don't happen, I'm pretty good. Give me 5 minutes. I'm not mad no more.
I don't remember that.
Nah, I don't even remember what it's about. It wasn't even a fight. We just disagreed on something. I don't remember what it was. It was something silly, I guess, because he had his opinion, I had mine, and
Yeah. And if you don't remember, it wasn't nothing.
yeah, it wasn't. I don't hold no grudges.
No.
Life's too short.
Yes. And it just eats you up.
Yep, that's it. It ain't worth it. But anyway, I think I'm fixing to bounce. Like I said, I'll try to keep an ear over here. Got a little bit more paperwork I got to finish up. So,
All righty. Well, you take care, Shane.
Try
Oh,
to
yeah.
slow down a little.
I did.
You did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
took
that
the
doesn't
email.
mean you still are.
Well, they took the emails away from me, so that slowed down. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's good. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you very much, Shane.
not a problem. Thanks for letting me come up.
You're always welcome. Listen to me. I'm telling people that they're always welcome.
Yes, it's the Dorinda Show.
I'm sorry, Bonnie.
You ladies have a good evening. Like I said, I'll try to listen in.
All
Okay.
righty. Take care,
Take
hon.
care, hon.
So, yeah.
Oops.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad he's feeling better.
Yeah. Not a real cat fight. We were doing cat impressions. Okay. Yeah. Well, and that's, if you think about it, that's the way it's been throughout history.
Yeah.
You get men together and testosterone starts flowing.
Yeah.
And
And the fun begins.
then you shake hands and it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Camel.
It was good. Okay.
I feel really good.
Yeah. Don't you be jumping off of here. I know you're not working tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
Yay.
I don't work till Friday. Hubby comes home tomorrow. So I got 3 projects on the go in my craft room right now that I pulled out today, that I was supposed to start today, that I didn't start today. That hopefully I'll get started tomorrow. One, I want to make a hanger star with lights on it for my window.
Oh, cool.
One is one of those lighted boxes that people have out or in their house or whatever. And what's the other one? Oh, I want to make a light thing.
Like a linear. Is that what it's called?
No, it's more of a lantern.
Oh, okay.
And I'm using picture frames to make the frame.
Cool.
I saw one and I'm like, oh, is that ever cool? I want to make that. But it was just a little tiny thing about this big. I'm like, okay, that's not going to work for me. I want a big one.
Like 5x7 frames. That would be a good size.
Yeah, I think that's what I got.
Yeah. That sounds cool. Yeah, I never thought about doing that. That would be pretty easy to do. Huh.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's nice, John. I would love to do that.
Yep. I need to get back into making stuff.
You need to get what?
I need to get back into making. No, I don't. I need to start packing. I don't have time to make things. Well, I could do that because I know I'm going to need breaks. But you know how you make a really big mess whenever you start making something?
Oh,
And you
shit.
make a really big mess when you're packing and, oh, I
Yeah.
don't need this anymore. And you start getting piles. Yeah.
Yep.
I hate moving. I really thought this was my last time.
Well, sometimes life just kicks you in the ass and says, no, you're going to go help your mommy.
I know. But I'm telling you, when I got this place, I know that it was made so easy, except for the city council having to buck heads with them. But even though they changed my plans drastically, it still just went so smoothly.
Yep.
I know that God had a hand in that one.
Yep.
Just the whole way it worked out.
I really wish you could come get me, John, and I would come and help your wife, but I am, pure blood, so I can't go into the States right now.
Yes, it does, John. That I'm seriously thinking, okay, all I need is a bed, my clothes, maybe a TV. Well, I don't even watch TV. I don't even need my TV, just my computer. I'm good.
Well, you need the TV for the granddaughter.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Even
No vax.
do you know what my daughter has got her doing?
What?
When we go on a trip in the car, one of us has to give up our cell phone so she can watch her little things that she watches. Yes.
I'm non-vaccinated, John. So we call ourselves pure blood.
Yes. Did you see that? Who showed that?
I did.
Oh, was it
The
you?
song?
The
The
pure blood?
song?
I think so.
Yeah, that was good.
That was you that showed it?
Yeah.
Was that on Gigi's?
We're in a good crowd, John.
Yep.
Oh, I'll see if I can find that song. Okay, I was looking at the map. Oh, I can't friggin' make it bigger. Okay, that's not going to help me. So I really can't help you with the map thing. I'm sorry. Okay, what was I going to look up?
Has he really? More than just that lady? Wow. Yeah. I haven't been hearing any news on that Alec Baldwin either. I don't know why he's not in jail.
For sure, right?
That was, and John Schneider. He just said his name, John Schneider. Bo Duke, Dukes of Hazzard.
Mhm.
Yeah, he keeps on and on about it. I mean, he ain't letting that go because he knows there's just no way. You don't have a live round on set. Period. Is
Mhm.
what he keeps saying, and
Yep. Shit. Oops, sorry. Okay, there's the song for John. Well, and you know what? John is mad. Yeah, because he knows that there should be no live ammo on a set. Period. And there should never be live ammo on a set. But
yeah,
seemingly they were using some of the guns after scenes or whatever, and they were just shooting at a target or something, and somebody left one of the guns out, and that's what he used. So did he know it was loaded? Probably. If they were using it the night before, maybe. But you never know, right?
yeah. No, I
What's the matter?
I think there was something up with that.
With what? Yeah.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, see, in the very beginning, the first thing I heard was a love triangle,
Yeah.
and I don't think they expected it to go through her,
Mm-hmm.
but because they were kind of saying like the two men were in on it together or something. But then you didn't hear anything else about that. But even still, it's
So that is probably the truth.
could be.
Because they pull that off of everything.
Yeah.
Right? So that would be my thinking of, oh, they took it all away. No, we
Yeah.
don't have that info. That's the truth.
That's cool, John, that you get to see him or you've met him.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
out of that whole show, I always liked him the most.
Yeah. He's a true patriot. Seems to be.
So did you grab that link, Bonnie, from private chat?
Oh. Farmer son. Hey, how are you doing?
Hello, farmer son.
I didn't because I'm reading the chat.
I know. Oh, wow. That's great, John.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know he was in Louisiana, but oh, wow.
Yeah, I did because he showed. That's what I said right after. What happened there? Oh, it was the hurricane, Craig's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in John John's, and he did a video, and there was the General Lee with a tree on top of it, and it squished, and I was like, "Oh, that's sad."
Yeah, that's sad.
Of course, there's probably several of them, but still. How you doing, farmer son? Am I supposed to like play this? Is that the
Yeah.
purpose?
For John John.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to do this.
Share
Nope.
screen. Copy it. Share screen.
Whoops, whoops. Wait, stop. Well, it goes to another tab and I'm over there and it's all, wait. Okay. Now I gotta go to share screen. Then, you know, I'm gonna have to delete this one, y'all guys.
Gigi didn't have to.
Gigi, you didn't get in trouble? Now I can't even see chat.
I'll let you know when she answers you.
Okay.
Laugh out loud. I don't know what that means. That's all she said.
Is that a yes?
Yeah. Camel Carl, it's hot-blooded. But it's changed.
Yeah, it's a little different. Okay. Oh, better not get in trouble for this. Is the volume too loud?
No, it was good.
Okay.
Take this seat. No, it's not no vaccines in me. Come out, you can kiss my ass. I'm cold-blooded. I'm cold-blooded. You don't have to read my mind. Or you have never seen mine. Honey, I wanna know. Did you help me cry? Let me lay it on the line. I wanna know. Does that black light make your things glow? Are you magnetized? Will my huskies stick between your eyes? Are you compromised? Don't shed your brilliance on me tonight. That's why I'm down and protecting me. No experimental vaccines in me. Don't you can kiss my ass.
Okay, I probably better stop. Y'all got the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You can just remove the video later or whatever Bonnie said, Gigi said.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know how to do that.
Well, talk to Gigi.
Okay, I'll remove it later. Yeah.
But I just thought it was really cool, John.
It is.
And you know, even Camel liked it, so I just really feel blessed. But that was a really shitty copy of it too, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it wasn't. It was great. It's a good song in both ways. You should send that to Ken.
To who? Oh,
Ken.
Ken Carson.
Yeah.
So Gigi, that's what you have to do. You have to send it to Ken Carson.
Rocksteady, hey, how are you?
Hey, Rocksteady.
Look, everybody heard that song playing, and here they come. Yeah, need some good music. Well, now that we're having to delete this anyway.
Well, you don't have to delete the whole video. You have to go in and edit and take out that video. That part of the video. That's all.
And that's what I don't know how to do. I tried to, because something was too big, or something happened at the very beginning, and I tried to trim it, and it didn't work.
Oh,
I've done tried to do that. Oh, mm. Okay. A little piece of news.
I don't know if I'll be up at 10 a.m. tomorrow. When I was doing my prayers last night, I said to God, I said, if you can wake me up around 10, I'd appreciate it because I got stuff to do, right? Did I get the stuff done? No. I did get the soup made today. My daughter and I made potato bacon soup, so that was really, really good. But and I was up at 9:45. So I kind of like, oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. It'll remove it for me. Awesome. So I got a little bit of a tip about the Alec Baldwin thing, that him and his wife delete Twitter accounts after his rush shooting interview. Hmm.
No, if I want to sleep, I'm just gonna sleep.
Lousy reviews of the coffee.
Oh wow, Garrett. I thought he would have, but it's him, so maybe not.
Hey Garrett, how are you doing?
I heard today somewhere along the line, excuse me,
I wonder if the flags were half staff.
that they were going to take, I think they said 60 people that were in like happened at Pearl Harbor or were in that war to Pearl Harbor. Does anybody know if that happened? Did anybody see anything going on at Pearl Harbor today?
Well, since it's been 80 years,
Yeah,
could
they'd
there
be
be
freaking old.
60 still alive? I know.
Well, I think they said 60.
Because even if
60 veterans from that war were going to Pearl Harbor today. And I'm just wondering if anybody saw anything or
that
heard
is,
anything or whatever. Because I don't know if it happened or it didn't happen. I just heard that it was going to happen.
yeah,
And
I didn't.
I think it was Liberty that went on earlier today and said that.
Yeah, it has happened in the past, but I did not see it. You know how when you open a tab and you see the headlines of the day, and when I went through those, I didn't see anything
Okay,
like
well, maybe
that.
it was an old thing, but I think Liberty mentioned it on his earlier show today.
John said it was on TV. Okay.
Oh, John. Okay.
See, I don't watch TV, so I don't know. He didn't. He didn't give a speech or anything. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, though. It really
I
doesn't.
mean, if Trump was in, Trump would have made a speech.
But if he didn't, do you know how much hell he would go through?
Oh, yes.
Every single thing this man does,
Yeah.
Trump would have been buried,
Yeah.
and they just nope. He can do whatever he wants to. He's a little old senile man. Leave him alone. I didn't say that.
Shane, yes, he did what? Did Biden make a speech or did Trump? I don't know which thing he was commenting on. Oh, Liberty said it. Okay, good. Sorry. Took me a few minutes to figure out what you meant, but I figured it, I think. Having a brain fart.
Yeah, I don't know. That's you can be mad or you can just keep praying it away.
Liberty did bring it up. Okay. It
Yes.
was Liberty.
I thought I heard.
Okay, well, you know, I mean, I watched so many things today. Half the time I don't remember what the hell I was watching. So,
Yeah. Yeah, Camo. Yeah. I don't know.
and nobody says shit to him because he doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah. 'Cause
They're all paid off.
like for any of them to go this year, though, even if they lied and they were 15 when they got in,
They'd be
what?
like 95. Yeah.
And
Well, that's
that's if they went straight over there. So
yep. No, that's kind of why I was wondering how many of the veterans from that era were there.
yeah, if any.
Yeah.
Well, Bonnie, you're on a computer.
The-
Let's see what the web says.
yeah, I have a hard time watching him too, and I'm Canadian. I have a hard time watching my guy too. I don't like watching him because he's an asshole. Oh, did I say it out loud? Sorry.
What would I put? Pearl Harbor Memorial? Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably put 2021 in what you're looking up.
Yeah, maybe. Because when you put that, it just gives a tour thing.
Mm.
It was a parade. Oh, wow. That's what the Admiral Nimitz Museum is for?
What?
Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
I should have known that. I have been there. It's just not very far from me.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Ding dongs. Honor Pearl Harbor's fallen in visit to World War II Memorial. Him and his wife. Telling you there's something weird going on with him. He has a big dent in his head.
Well, yeah.
Right, he had had an aneurysm or something. I guess he would. I don't
Somebody clocked him. His wife clocked him. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
So he didn't give a speech, though.
His handlers weren't ready.
Yeah. True, Garrett.
They don't have the teleprompters ready for him to try and read.
Yeah, it's hard for me to watch him too, Camo. I just can't sometimes. What did I get on the news? I Snapchat the not Snapchat. I don't do that. I don't even know how to do that. Screenshot. Oh yeah. So Texas is being sued.
For what?
Well, it says a San Antonio district is at the center of the federal gerrymandering lawsuit against Texas. What they're trying to say is that they have put the districts to where the minorities are all in one district, and so they don't feel that it would be a fair elect thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's what that lawsuit's about. Kind of stupid, huh?
Yes, Garrett, it should.
Yeah.
Shane says federal can't sue state. So it's a fake thing.
Well,
It's a flag thing or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but they keep trying.
Yeah.
I know there was another suit filed back a few months ago. May have been over the mandate thing. I don't know what it was, but something like that. They just they don't like Texas, and we keep saying, "Don't mess with Texas."
Hmm.
It's what the sign says whenever you're coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, shit comes out in this trial, Camo.
Yes.
But it's kind of hard to get info on what's coming out on the trial.
Yeah. And that's a big one. I mean,
It's all a moody media bullshit story. Yeah, I agree, Shane.
so they are showing it on MSM
What's that?
mainstream,
Yeah, I know, but what are they showing?
the trial or anything about it.
No,
They don't say a word.
no. Very, very, very few things are coming out. Yeah, Garrett, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that was, I keep saying, I don't listen to dates. I don't listen to any of that. But I'm kind of hoping that he was right when he said it would be a very good Christmas.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of hoping that I heard one person say if something doesn't happen by December 31st, he's going to be. I can't remember exactly what he said, but that's the deadline he's giving. And I'm like,
Good night, Shane. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. T-Man said we'd be happy after some steady bullying. I know you are, Gigi.
We're so happy for you, Gigi.
Yes.
Our hearts are doing little boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I know how that feels. It's I didn't see any of my grandkids actually last year.
But you saw them
Seems
this year
like,
at Thanksgiving. That's
yes.
awesome.
Yeah, but last year, well, everyone was getting sick or it was just it, and then they were afraid to bring it to me, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they love me.
And the CFO from Walmart stepped down too, Garrett.
Yeah.
Hello, Victor.
Victor, I was wondering about you. Didn't see you last night or on G. No, wait, you may have been on Gigi's, but I didn't see you last night. I'm sorry, Lisa. I know that's hard.
It's definitely hard. We'll all pray for you.
And that's what I keep preaching. I know I shouldn't be preaching, but families have got to get together.
Well, I know my family's getting together at Christmas because we're all going to my son's house. They're cooking. Whoa,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
I don't.
Let's hope she can cook.
I don't know if. Yeah, I saw that one about Kamala's aide. Yep.
No, she's had 5 of them leave.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Wow.
How I know that is I saw it somewhere today. I think it was Kirsten W. that was yapping about how many people have left her entourage. Put it that way.
Y'all are more up on the news than me. I think Christmas we're just gonna take dinner to my mom, and it's probably just gonna be us that live here in the house. I
Hmm.
don't think any of the other kids would be going out there. Um, because the two that are married, since they came here for Thanksgiving, it's only fair they go to the other Christmas. You know how
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
We used to do that swapping thing.
Yeah. Well, this year, um, the girlfriend said Christmas is at your place. I said okay. Rayvon goes, well, Miranda, why don't we cook dinner and have everybody at our place? She goes, okay.
To make you all thrilled, huh? You know, and the kids, they don't realize the work that goes
Nope.
into it. That's when my daughter said she was doing it all this year. I was like, well, okay. And I have a bar stool sitting in the kitchen, like it's against the wall, but not too close to the stove. You can still open the oven. And so I sat there watching her, and every so often, and then I came in here, and I think I was on watching something or something, and talking to somebody, and they came in here, Mom, we need you to make the gravy. All right. And they're like, the turkey doesn't have any drippings. I said, it's okay. We got this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just throw a little bit of chicken stock in there, and away you go.
Well, we didn't have the chicken, but we had vegetable, and I said, that'll work.
Okay,
They ate it. They said it was good.
good. Okay, I've noticed most of what this admin tries gets blocked. Well, let's hope so.
It's starting to.
Yeah.
But is it too late?
And Gigi. And Trudeau goes with whom? Laugh out loud? I'm confused. Didn't you have a big family dinner for Thanksgiving, Victor?
I'm sorry, Victor.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe I got him mixed up with someone else. Aw, that's too bad, John. Well, I'm sure you can if you can get it lit, you might still be able to have it. You might have to put some tarps up around the fire, but I don't know. I'm trying to think here. What the hell?
Um, I don't know, because that's usually when we try to burn, because then it won't spread. But yes, he did have a Thanksgiving.
Awesome, Victor.
Oh, so they're cooking for y'all. Cool.
Nice.
There you go. Fire pit under the patio. Yeah. Mhm. When we went to order the building, my granddaughter wanted the door right in the middle of the side of it. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, and he kept on saying, are you sure that's the one you want? And she changed her mind. So the
Uh-huh. So
door,
where did you get the door put?
it's going to be at the front of it, but it's got a deck already built on it, and it
Mhm.
kind of dents in where the door is. So
Cool.
yeah,
I'll be right back.
alrighty. I wonder if it's 50 counting the deck. So that took off some footage. Take them it. Yeah. I'm just listening to y'all chat. Y'all are where I learn my news from.
Sorry about that.
I've been pretty good, Lisa. I'm kind of feeling a little puny tonight, but that's been all day.
You're
It's
feeling
nothing
what today?
puny.
Puny?
Y'all don't say that.
Okay. Puny to us means little.
Well, yeah, it's just a little sick.
Okay.
Nothing
Okay.
major. Not.
Well, you couldn't have been feeling too bad because you didn't go to the doctors.
Yeah.
Because you were supposed to go to the doctors, but you didn't because you weren't feeling well.
Yeah. They understood when I called and rescheduled.
Oh, yeah.
You've been that way today too. I'm sorry.
Sending good vibes to you, Lisa. Sending good vibes.
If Elon Musk steps down from what? Because he just moved to Austin. He's Tesla, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he the owner of Tesla?
I don't know. Maybe it was handed to him by the CIA. What the hell do I know?
It seems like he's the owner, but I could be wrong.
John liked that, Bonnie.
What? Yes, he is the owner. Okay. Well, he just moved to Austin. He's building a big thing there. And our little bitty town has 10 Tesla chargers in our parking lot of our grocery store. So it's going to be up and running here.
So who's
Not-
going to buy the Tesla cars?
I know. That's what I was like. We are a town of 1,500. Okay, one spoiled, rotten little boy here in town does have a Tesla, but he has a charging unit at his home out in the country.
Well, I know these Tesla cars won't work in Canada in the winter.
And have they thought about that too? Probably
No,
not.
our government wants us to buy the electric vehicles.
Yes, that's what they're pushing for all over.
Yeah, and we're like, they're not gonna fucking work in the winter. Why the fuck would I change my vehicle from the one that runs in the winter to a vehicle that's not going to run in the winter?
Yep. Well, everyone says that they're here, the chargers are here for the travelers, people who are traveling through that need a quick charge. They can stop and charge here. So, who pays for that? Do the travelers pay to charge, or I need to go look at those machines. Well, no, they got it all fenced off. You can't get close enough to check it out and see how it works.
John says, run an extension cord from one of those chargers and power your house for free.
Hey, that's a good idea. It's not that far away, actually. Maybe about 300 yards.
That's a pretty long extension cord.
Yes, it is.
I think
Might-
you'd get caught in no time.
Yeah, they might notice it because it'd have to go across the highway. Oh, wait. I know where an under thing is.
The illness happened the day after the first impeachment failed. Yeah, true. It's all bullshit. Bullshit.
Was it the day after? Well, yeah, that's Pappy always says there's no coincidences.
Yep.
Hmm. I don't know who said that about too sick to go to the doctor. John. It's just a checkup thing, and so yeah, you don't go to those sick. But no, I don't trust doctors much either.
Hello, NC girl.
Literally the day after. Hi, NC girl. North Carolina.
I hope we get those Jetson vehicles, the little spaceships, before we get the electric cars, because that'd be fucking easier for all of us.
Yeah, but who can afford them?
Yeah, well,
Either one,
they'll
the
be cheap
electric,
because, hey, who knows, right?
right? He's gonna use that next time he goes to the doctor. I'm too sick to go to the doctor. Yeah. But where was it that they showed that stockpile of those electric cars just sitting there? It was Paris, wasn't it?
I think so.
And because of the battery, and there's nowhere to dispose of the battery, and
Yep.
so all this um faking that they're trying to clean up the earth, and it's I'm sorry, to me it's faking.
Bullshit.
Yes.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yes.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Sorry, I'm just being an ass. I apologize.
It is.
You know, the whole things that are going on right now are all bullshit, and that's what I keep saying. And my husband's like reading the newspaper and checking the news and whatever, and he's like, well, this and this. I'm like, it's all bullshit. The government wants control. That's it. And
Yep.
he's looking at me going, huh? Eric, you have the most analytical mind I know. Use your fucking brain. And these and even those wind things that they have up there, those wind, whatever the hell they are, turbines.
Yeah.
They're useless because the yes, John, that would be funny.
Had to do it.
The turbines, because they rust and they thing, and you can't dispose of them either. It's just a big freaking mess. Because he's not allowed, Garrett. He's not allowed on Air Force One unless he's leaving the country. And it's not really Air Force One. It's a smaller plane that they name Air Force One.
Yeah.
You know, that's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, if I hadn't have seen the pictures from the LBJ Ranch of that Air Force One, I would have thought they used it as the prop because the coloring of it's a paler blue.
Yep.
Like everything that they were pointing out, I was like, I've seen that.
Yeah. They come to the ranch and take a picture of them getting on the damn plane, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
He's not wanted in Texas. No. um. Yeah. Well, up north of us, they have a whole field of those wind turbines,
Hmm.
and um, because one of the Swedes, he's studying that the
Hmm.
wind thing, or can't remember what it's called,
The wind turbines.
and so he was saying that he was really wanting to come to Abilene and see them. So they've been there for a really long time, and
And are they all rusty?
I have not heard of any rust or anything on them.
Have you seen rust on them?
Well, no, but I do see them come through here because when one of those, just one propeller thing is massive, and so of course we know when they come through here because it's stopping traffic.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna have to ask my son. He's a welder, and they make these parts that are gigantic. I don't know what they're for. I want to ask him what they're for, if they're for those things.
Night, John. Have a good night. Have a good sleep.
Oh, I didn't know oil spewed out of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when you guys had that snow, I think I heard that. I gotta go let the dog in. I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure that they would be a pain to dispose of also. Good night, John John. Take care. Love ya. Fossil fuel is used to produce them. I don't know. Maybe the new GMC vehicles are too tall for him to step up in. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah. So, what is coal power? don't know if Gigi left. I don't think she left. She's probably taking one of her little breaks, just like Dorinda just did me. Crunch silver. Don't y'all wonder what they've been moving out of there though? All the boxes coming out. Yeah, it's on federal land. We have it right out here in the ocean. That's what that first pipeline shut down was. The the one down there in Houston. Yeah. True, Cameron. Oh, well, they cut off Canada too, though, didn't they? With the other pipeline.
Oops, knock shit down. Sorry. Took a little longer than I anticipated.
Okay, hun. Sure. No problem.
At least I want you to drop the link.
That's what I'm working on.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Would Gigi would have said bye if she was leaving, right?
I would think so. But she also said she was yapping on the phone, so who knows?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
was she? I didn't see that. Okay.
No, that was earlier, so.
Someone had asked if she left, and I didn't know.
She hasn't been up for a while, so maybe. I don't think the One World Order is going to win in this battle, Camel Carl.
I don't either. Too many countries are fighting it.
Yeah. Hopefully they are.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think. The only thing I can see happening is if uh, the Koof origin does something, or all the people that have been brought in and trained.
God wins. It doesn't matter. God wins.
Well, yes, this is true, but you kind of hope your kids are going to be okay.
Your kids and all the other kids and
Next
yeah.
generations, down, down. Yes.
I mean,
A
yeah,
better,
we're gonna lose some people. It's
yeah,
a war. We're in a war.
yeah. But that's I've been saying for I don't know how many years, probably since I was grown. If it came down to it, I want to go down shooting.
Yep.
And even when I worked at the newspaper, um, when they first started talking about drafting women, I mean that was years ago, and uh, they interviewed me for it, and they were always sending me to do news interviews and everything, and I was like, "Don't send me. I'm not good at that." But they asked me how I felt about the women being drafted, and I said, "I'm not real sure how I feel about any draft because I look at my sons, and I have three. One would be military capable,
Hmm.
the other two, no. And I know this. And so drafting someone like that is going to be a hindrance for the whole.
Army.
Yes.
You know what? I wasn't sure about the drafting women thing or even letting women in the army. Okay, even in Canada. Okay. Um,
No,
not because I didn't think they could fight, because I know they can.
yes.
Because I am a woman and I was able to fight, right?
G.I. Jane.
I did not know if they could kill. That was my concern.
And it's odd that you say that. Hand to hand, I doubt that I would have a chance, but if it came down to that, I think I could.
Well, I know I could.
I know it would bother me.
It would bother me for
Yeah.
the rest of my life, yes. But when you're in the army, okay, this is just my philosophy, and it could be asked wrong. I don't know. I've never been in the army, so I don't know. Okay.
And that's
Um,
another thing too. You're going over there to do that, where it's a whole lot different if you're defending your home or
yeah.
community.
Um, and I didn't know that women that went through the training and did all what they had to do and got their whatever the hell they got, their balls or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know if the women who went over there to fight could actually kill the enemy from a distance. Hand to hand, yeah, they could. Okay, that's not an issue. But the
See,
actual shooting from a distance, I didn't know if women could do that.
and I'm thinking just the opposite.
If it's hand to hand, oh yeah. Okay, I could see them doing that. Not a problem. But if they're up on a ridge, down shooting at someone down there, I didn't know if they could do that because that's not the same thing. To me, it's not the same thing.
Have you ever hunted?
No.
Okay. Well, then that explains a little bit.
Well, maybe. I mean, I wanted my husband to take me to go learn how to shoot the gun and whatever before he went hunting, but he didn't. Because I think he was afraid to, but that's beside the point.
With a weapon. Uh-oh.
You know, but I'm sure if I ask him again and he's going to the hunt thing or the range, he may take me. Okay?
Uh-huh.
May. We'll put it that way. Because I think he's
Good.
afraid if I learn how to shoot and somebody comes into my house, I will shoot them. And he knows I will do it. Or I'll beat the piss out of them. He knows I'll do
Yeah.
that too.
That's what you're supposed to do. If somebody breaks into your house, you
You know, I don't care. You come to my house, this is my house.
exactly. Yeah, no. Anybody comes around meaning harm to any of mine, yes, then they're going to see a mama bear.
Well, I won't say most men are girly, but we have the younger, we'll say the younger ones. Under 20-ish, we'll say. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Dorinda. How'd you enjoy your day off?
I've had a few days off, and I'm enjoying them immensely. I am not at Wally World. I love it.
I snuck in the other room to come say hi to y'all, so I'm not going to stay up long. You hear them barking, don't you?
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
What kind of dogs do you have, Lisa?
Huh?
What kind of dogs do you have?
Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas. Okay. My cousin's daughter has a Chihuahua.
Well, they've been pinned up the biggest part of the day because I have not felt good. We had crazy winds yesterday, and my head has been stopped up all day long. So I let them out a while ago, and you'd thought that somebody had just stuck a live wire under their butt because they've been nonstop ever since.
Ah. What's your weather like where you are, Lisa?
We are 30 degrees colder today than we were yesterday.
My goodness.
So that means it's
The wind brought in, because we were supposed to have sleet and freezing rain today.
uh-huh.
But luckily we only had the sun and the cold.
Ah. Whereabouts are you, Lisa?
Bonnie, how are you? You said you were feeling puny.
Yeah, it's just every so often my stomach gets upset a little. It's all good.
Well, I hope you feel better soon too.
Thank you. It's already feeling better this evening. But I just lounged in my robe all day and gown. It's like,
Yep, I fell asleep in the recliner. I didn't even watch Liberty or 101 tonight.
oh no.
I ate dinner and took some allergy medicine, and next thing I knew, I was gone.
Mhm. That's what it does to me.
but I mean, those winds were horrible yesterday. Did you make it over to 101 tonight, Dorinda?
I did not. I'll have to watch it tomorrow.
The reason I was asking is, did you get to see Lake's video she put out?
With the
Last
was she in
night?
the basement? Yes.
Yes.
How is she doing today?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Lake today.
Because I noticed that TJ put one out, but I haven't got to watch it yet because, I fell asleep after I ate dinner. But TJ put one out about
Bad weather too.
tornado. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's been ramping up.
Oh wow. That's crazy, Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh, but
All the
driving
things that
me
went down
insane.
today. I know the Amazon was down in the UK.
There were a lot of places down today.
Yeah, that's what Garrett was saying. And the school Zooms went down worldwide. Worldwide.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, listen to them. They're so cute.
They're insane. I actually had to turn the tree off because I had a decoration that they've never seen. I decided to put it in there beside the tree. And it's a little present that Santa pops in and out of. And they have barked at that thing since they came back in. I cut it off a while ago when I snuck in here. They are still standing there barking at the tree, thinking that Santa's going to pop back out of that box again. That's what they're barking at.
Susan Alexa going funny. That would kind of scare me. Depends on what you have it controlling.
Well, it's one of those, it looks like a little gift box, and just the lid opens and closes, and then there's a small little Santa in it that pops up when the lid opens and then goes back down when the lid closes.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have thought that it was a giant popping out of that little bitty box. But yep, I cut it off, and now that they know that I'm in here and the box isn't running, so now they're quiet. Just gotta love it.
That's so cute. So what color are your chihuahuas?
Most of them are sand and tan, or beige, I guess you'd call it. And then I've got two that are chocolate brown, solid chocolate brown.
My niece has one that is tiny, like it's a chihuahua, but it looks like a Doberman. Like it's got the colorings of a Doberman.
Yeah, I used, believe it or not, years ago I had a Min Pin, and that little joker, I tell you what, you could tell he had Min Pin in him. If he didn't like you, he let you know. He was mean as a snake. He was a little bitty thing, but he thought he was a giant.
My dog thinks he's a giant and thinks he's a little bitty thing.
And that's little dogs are like that. Mine, she's a cross between a Maltipoo and a Pickapoo, so she's not even a foot tall, and she barks like she thinks she's 10 foot tall and going after a dog in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Well, my dog barks at everything in the neighborhood. Somebody walking down the street, the whole 9 yards. A leaf blowing down the street.
I was getting ready to say, all it takes is a leaf blowing in my yard, and it's on.
And
Yes.
my neighbors behind us have a big Santa in the yard, a giant Santa in the yard. So my stupid dog goes up and barks at the goddamn Santa.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about the little box with the Santa in it.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. But
Yep.
my dog is a 130-pound lab
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
who still
I
thinks
used to have a big dog that was like that, was scared of everything, and my little dogs had more courage.
who still thinks my dog has courage, but he still thinks he's this big.
Oh yeah,
Kind of come sit on your lap.
yep. Years ago I had a chocolate lab, and I also had a mixed. It was a collie lab mix. She had the neck of the collie and looked like the rest of her body looked like a lab. And she was a big teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amazing how the big ones think that they're tiny, that the first thing they want to do is pounce in your lap like they weigh, 2 pounds.
Yeah. And my husband was stupid because when I first got the dog, I wouldn't let the dog up on the furniture. I wouldn't hold him in my lap. I would pet him on the floor. My husband, oh, come sit on my lap, pet me, da, 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 da. I said, you're going to regret that.
Yep.
And guess what?
Oh, yeah.
Dog's got to sit on his lap.
Yep.
And the dog will lay in my chair. And I'm like, I'm coming to sit down. And I push my ass onto the chair. So I'm sitting on the chair and I'm leaning up against the dog. And he's like grunting and groaning. And I'm like, fuck you. It's my chair.
Yep.
And he'll look at me and he'll go, I'm like, you can leave anytime. This is my chair.
Oh, mine tried to root me out of mine all the time. That's why I left mine pinned up while I took my nap in my chair.
And 9 times out of 10, he'll leave and go jump on daddy's lap.
Well, you're lucky. I don't have a daddy here for mine to take off and jump in a lap no more.
Yeah, well, mine, and it's his fault because he's the one that did it in the first place. I didn't do that. I didn't want him up on the furniture. I didn't want him. I wanted him on the floor, not on my lap, I was thinking that he's going to get big, and no.
Yep.
Hubby did the wrong thing, so I just kind of let it go.
But it's amazing they have personalities of their own.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I was fussing yesterday about, I'm like, can I sit in my chair without you in my lap for 5 minutes? 5 minutes, that's all I want.
Well, the dog tonight, I was doing a craft thing online, and I was talking to the computer. And the dog's sitting on the bench here, and he's looking at me going like, who the fuck are you talking to? Are you talking to me? You're making no fucking sense. Because I was doing a craft, right?
Yeah.
And he's looking at me, and I'm like, just look out the window. So he stuck his head out, looked out the window. I said, I'm talking to Leslie online. We're doing a craft. And he stuck his nose out the window. I'm like, okay.
That's why they were raising so much Cain when I came in the other living room to talk to y'all for a minute. And they could hear me because I forgot to mute the TV in the other room. And that's what they were barking, because they heard me over the TV. Like, wait a minute, where'd she go? I hear her, but I don't see her.
Yeah. They're so funny. Animals are so funny. But you gotta love them.
Oh, yeah.
Kim, my sheriff is. I asked.
Although sometimes you want to strangle them.
Yes. When they want out every 10 minutes, because, they get a treat when they come in the house.
Ah. Oh, mine think that if you walk by the treat drawer, they're supposed to have one.
No, mine knows that when he goes outside, he gets a treat when he comes back in.
Ah. So he wants out 50 times a day.
Some days. And it's like, you were out 10 minutes ago. You're not getting a treat this time. And he'll go outside and he'll come back and he'll sit right by the treat. No, I said no. And I'll walk away. And he'll go,
Yep. They're rotten. Like I said, I mean, mine will sit there and just look at the treat drawer and go, and just sit there and whine, and one will bark. And the next thing you know, they're all barking and whining at the drawer. And I'm like, no, you're not getting any more right now. You just had one. You're not getting another one.
Mm-hmm. They are so funny.
They're rotten's what it is.
Yes.
And in the last 3 months, we'll say the last 3 months, my dog is 6 years old. Okay. In the last 3 months, my dog has decided that he sleeps on the bed now.
Ah,
My husband works out of town 1 week and then he's home a week.
right.
Okay. I sleep like a freaking log. Okay. I don't know the dog's in my bed until I roll over and, oh shit. And I roll back over. I don't say nothing. I just roll back over, right? Because I'm sleeping and I don't care.
Exactly.
So my husband has decided that he didn't like the dog hair on his side of the bed. So he's put this big freaking hockey bag on his side of the bed. And I did my laundry, so I've got my laundry basket at the end of his hockey bag. So the dog can't get up on that side of the bed. So the dog sneaks up on my side of the bed and he'll scooch in. And the other night, it's like I'm sleeping and all of a sudden I felt this like body at my back. So he's right beside me. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Walter. And I just shook my head and I rolled back over and I just kept on sleeping. I didn't care. My husband would have a fit. I'm like, I don't care. And my husband says to me, don't let him up on the bed. I said, Eric, you know that when I sleep like a dead man. Do you honestly think I'm going to know if the damn dog is on the bed?
Exactly.
I ain't gonna know. And I don't care. I'm sleeping. I don't care.
Well, thanks to COVID, I mean, I ended up with 13 dogs. And when they were all babies, they all stayed in my bed. Well, I guess a little over a year ago, I made the pen, put 2 pens together, made them large enough, stuck them in my office. And the only 2 that sleep with me now are my service dog and then one of the smaller babies that always gets picked on. So she gets to sleep in there too. And the rest of them go
You
in
have
their pen.
13 dogs?
13. Thanks to
Oh.
COVID. Yes. Yes.
How
That's
the
why I
hell
said-
did you end up with 13 dogs during COVID?
The vets were closed. Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't
The
want
fir-
them back.
The first litter she had, Daddy passed away, and 3 days later she had the first litter. So that kind of kept me occupied, and I didn't have the heart to give them away. Well, before
Mhm.
the vets reopened back up again, my little male, that's a little wild child, got hold of her again without me knowing it. And then next thing I know, here's the second litter. And I thought, well, this litter's going. Well, guess what? They're still here.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I say sometimes they want to drive me nuts, but 9 times out of 10, they'll chew on their toys or chew on a bone, and you won't hear nothing out of them. But if somebody comes in, because they're, very rarely, there's anybody here, they'll have a fit. But once they get used to you, they'll lay down and do their normal little thing and shut up. You won't hear nothing out of them. But the first time that somebody comes in that they don't know, it's like walking into a pound.
Yep.
Drives you nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to have a lady that had a bunch of chihuahuas. And they were the same way. There was a couple of them that would still keep barking, or you didn't want to try and pet, but mostly they were okay if you sat there a while.
Yeah, that's the way mine are. Once they get used to you or realize that you're not a bad person, then they'll shut up and lay down. But no, after because I had a Chihuahua, I lost him the Christmas before last. I had him 21 years.
Oh my goodness.
And I told Daddy, I said, I'm going to get service dog because I was getting in bad shape and so was he. So I went and got Precious. Well, not Precious. I call it, her name's Cuddles, but I call her Cuttlebug. But anyway, I went and got her. And about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months prior to that, I had rescued a dog, the little male dog that was a puppy that was at a puppy mill.
Oh no.
And he was just covered in fleas and everything else. Was pitiful. I felt so bad for him. And he was the only one the lady had left. And a friend of mine had known her and told me that she had a puppy she needed to get rid of. And on the way home, I looked at that lady and I told her, I said, how in the hell was she ever a breeder? I said, because that place was horrible. I said, this poor dog is covered in damn fleas. But she was going through a divorce and getting rid of all of the dogs. And a friend of mine had told me about this little last male dog. Of course, if I hadn't went and rescued this little dog, I wouldn't have all these puppies. But being the soft heart that I am, I had to rescue that dog.
Whoops. Sorry, Suze.
Wow. That's interesting, Lisa.
And
Thank
he
you
has
for
been a
sharing
little
that.
wild child hellion. He thinks he's 10 feet tall. And he's a little Houdini. I have a fenced-in backyard, and it never fails. I've put chicken wire up around the fence and everything. If you turn your back, he's gone. He's out somehow, some way, out that fence. And I have yet to figure out how he does it. I mean, he'll come back within about 5 or 10 minutes after running the neighborhood. The neighbor will call me and she'll say, he's up here, right? And I'm like, yeah, just leave him be. He'll be home in a minute.
Wow.
That's what mine has started doing. Just her. She's figured out how to get out of the fence. It's been up for 4 years. She never got out until just recently.
Yep. I can't figure it out. I mean, I've put chicken wire up. I've even put sandbags down by the gates to make sure that he's just not pushing, the gate or digging under the gate.
Yeah.
And he still gets out. And I'm like, how in the hell is he doing it? But he's taught one of his daughters how to do it. And then she runs with him. And it's like, okay, when you let him out, you're like, okay, I wonder how many I'm going to have to chase today. But if you stand out there with them, they don't do it. But if you turn your back, those two are gone in a split second.
Oh, wow.
And it only takes them a second to do it. And I can't figure out how they're doing it. You figure it out, Bonnie, let me know.
Okay. Because, yeah, I've done the same thing. I had the fence special made with chicken wire under the ground, like up part of the fence and under the ground so that they couldn't dig out or.
Yeah. I've went as far as going all the way around it because the yard man got mad at me. He said, why in the world do you have chicken wire up around this fence? I said, because I have 2 Houdini dogs.
Yes.
I can let them out. And if I turn my back, they're gone. And he's like, how do they get out? And I'm like, you tell me and we'll both know because I can't figure it out. Because he would have to pull the chicken wire up the mow.
Oh, I've got mine buried. It didn't bother the lawnmower, but we had to do it that way because my daughter's dog, he's a wired-haired terrier, and he was the one that would escape. And So now I cannot figure out how she's doing it. It's got to be up on the deck somewhere.
I don't know. Well, I know my husband's brother. He still comes by and helps me out every once in a while with things that I can't do by myself. And he'll bring his dog, and he's got one of those black and white sheepdogs. I can't even think the name of them now, but it's a big dog.
Yeah.
And if he comes in the house or goes out front, that dog, I literally stood at the back door, because I got sliding back door, and watched that dog. He climbed the friggin' fence, climbed it,
Yeah.
one paw after the other, and I'm like, that's unbelievable. But I know mine are so tiny, you know. I wouldn't think that's how they're getting over, but I can't figure out how they're getting out.
Hmm.
But yeah, his dog, within 2 climbs up the fence, he's over and gone out.
Yeah.
I'm stepping
I'm
down, you
hoping I
guys.
don't
Have
have
a good
to-
night. I'll watch the rest later. Bye bye. Love you.
Love you too, Dorinda.
See you
care.
tomorrow.
So what you been doing good today, Bonnie?
Not much.
I haven't either. And I had umpteen million things I wanted to get done, but I didn't get
Yeah.
them done.
I had a couple of appointments besides the doctor appointment that I didn't go to, but the others were. One was on the phone and the other was Zoom.
Yeah, my aunt called me today and she says, "Did you go to the doctor today?" And I'm like, no. Who wants to go to the doctor with all this craziness going on?
I know. There's that too, but mine she keeps it pretty safe in there. And my appointment was like right after lunch, and they do a cleaning during lunch. And
Oh, that wasn't what I was referring to. I'm talking about the crazy mask mess and everything else. And first question they ask you is, well, do you want the vaccine? No, I don't want. Sorry, I said the word.
that's all right. I already
You already did too?
no. I played something earlier that
Oh, boy.
this one's doomed. But that's all right.
This code talking mess is nuts.
Oh, I know it. All the code words and the that's I feel bad in Liberty's chat because I just sit there and watch Tracy and Liz take care of it. I'm looking.
I didn't even watch tonight. I clicked on it to play next because it wasn't quite time. I put it in the cache and I ate dinner and I thought, well, I curled up in my blanket and I said, well, I'm just going to lay here. And that was all it wrote.
Yeah.
I was out. And then I woke up a little while ago and I went, crap, Bonnie's on.
Yeah. Probably not for much longer.
Is Gigi's granddaughter in town now?
I don't think she is yet. No.
Because I know she was all excited, which I can't blame her.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause she was talking about painting and Kim, I thought you were respected everywhere. I thought, from what I've seen.
I wonder if Pappy ever finished his painting, because I know he came on Heather's show this morning and said he was taking a break from painting. So I'm assuming he started on his bedroom finally.
Yeah, that's what he did last night. He popped over here for a second and said he was taking a break from painting, and then I never did see him comment again. And
that's the way he was on Heather's today. He did get on panel for a few minutes.
Did he?
but I didn't think to ask him if he'd finished his painting yet.
Yeah. Has he started the chemo yet? That you know of?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, right before you took a break, didn't he say he was starting his first treatment?
I thought it was pretty soon, and that's what I'm wondering. How's he painting? Yeah, I don't know, because
Because I thought that he said that he had done his first treatment, but maybe I misunderstood him.
yeah,
I don't
I,
want to say that he did, and then he didn't.
yeah, I understand. I don't know. I can't remember what the date was, but I just keeping him in my prayers.
Yep. Because Anna was talking about a dream that she had about an owl landing on her and that was cuddling with her, and so Robert popped on and read the owl card, and then Pappy came on.
Oh, okay,
Hang on a second. Let me go shut these idiots up.
okay. Yeah, Kim. I mean, we all try to be respectful to the chat, and usually anything that's done is something that could get the channel removed. It's
As you can tell, that didn't work. They're still barking. Pain in my butts. Was Anna even in? I can't see the chat. I don't have the chat page open. Did Anna ever make it into chat?
no, and I don't think she was here last night either.
But anyway, she was saying that was the dream that she had with this that white. It was a white owl. She said it was the first time it was that vivid.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I know she's been studying a lot with and that's um, that video I did last night. In the description, I put a link to a movie. It's not really a movie. It's more like a documentary,
Mm-hmm.
and it's someone had given it to me and told me to watch it. It's called Awakened, and
Oh, okay, yeah. I've heard somebody else talking about it.
yeah, and you, the only place I found it is on Prime. It wasn't on Netflix or anything, and um, so I watched that, and it's pretty good. Um, I never really followed Billy Graham, but it kind of starts out with him um, doing kind of like a prophecy 40 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
then it goes into and it was to the indigenous peoples, and so all these years they've been going and spreading the word about God and Jesus, and they have these churches and everything, and they just keep growing. And towards the end of it, they were showing them meeting with people from other countries, and the goal is that it's going to turn into one world, like everyone together. that that's the way they think this is all headed, which we've been saying. I mean, everyone keeps saying turn to God, gotta.
Yeah.
And it just with these channels, even it just seems to me like there's a reason for this. And it's not just coincidence that we all got together like this.
That's true.
I think he has a hand in it. I'm going to mute 1 second.
My phone died while I was asleep, so I can't put it on the charger.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine. You got your granddaughter tonight?
Not the little one. She's with her mama. Um, I have my oldest grandchild and my youngest, and they're both girls, live here with me. And
Okay, well, that's nice.
and my daughter. Yeah, it is. Do you have a fever, babe?
No,
Okay. She's got allergies so bad.
So do I.
saliva, and I started choking. It will not go away.
Yeah, they both do. We had it real windy. Was that yesterday?
Yes, we had the winds yesterday here. Bad, bad, bad. And my head's been felt like it's 10 feet wide all day today on account of it.
Yeah. Yep. And that's they're both the baby. She's coughing, and you can tell it's in her throat. And I know it's allergies because she keeps
Yeah.
doing this every time
Mhm.
something blows in. And
And she doesn't cough it up.
Tell your daughter, I know it might sound
Yeah.
crazy, but tell your daughter the next time she either goes to like Walmart or CVS or, somewhere like that, to pick up a jar of either the Vicks granules or shower tabs or which I assume the baby would take a bath. But they make the Vicks granules that you can put in a bathtub,
mhm.
and that'll help because I use them all the time, even in the shower.
Oh, okay.
And it'll help loosen that up.
Yeah.
And it does help a lot with the congestion. They actually have it to where it's not as powerful as what the salve is.
Yeah.
These they have actually like in a lavender scent, but it still has the eucalyptus in it, and it'll help loosen her up.
Okay. She's coughing, but she's not coughing it up. And I know the last time that she was like this a couple of months ago, and then she just kind of threw it up.
Yeah.
And then she seemed okay after that. And I was like, well, that's just weird. Huh.
Oh, they're actually on their way home now.
Okay, good.
Yeah. She didn't text me or anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. And since they're on their way home too.
Okay. Well, you
But I'm
have a
glad
good night, and everybody in chat have a blessed night.
Yes, all y'all. And thank you for coming up, Lisa. I don't
Oh,
think
you're
I've
welcome.
ever heard you.
Huh?
I don't think I've ever heard you.
I've been on your show before, just for not very long because, well, it was when you first started. Everybody was popping in and out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I got boring.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I like to just chill out at the end of the evening, and
It's the only way to wind down.
yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
have a good night, and I hope your granddaughter and daughter both get to feeling better because believe me, I know how that allergy thing is. I keep them.
Thank you. I hope you get feeling better too.
Thank you. You have a blessed night, sweetie.
You too. Good night. All right, y'all. I'm going to close this down. Thank you for coming. Love y'all. Have a peaceful night. Good night.